What's going on, Aurora Alliance, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at all of the hero skins that I would like to see officially come to Battlefront 2 for Luke Skywalker. The gameplays are of mods, however I think that these would make really cool skins in the game once customization actually arrives. And the first one is the A New Hope Stormtrooper Luke Skywalker skin that we were meant to get in Star Wars Battlefront 1, and this is made by Fiji Waters, and the link for all of these will be in the description below, so make sure to go and check them out. They're in no particular order really, they're just in the order that they will appear in this video. However, I think that this skin looks absolutely brilliant, and you can obviously still tell it's Luke because he has his green lightsaber and he obviously has the helmet off, so you can tell it's Luke. I think that this could be a cool skin to come to the game at some point. I know when Battlefront 1 was around I was always like, oh, but you might not be able to tell if it's a stormtrooper or if it's actually Luke. But when you see it in action within the game, you can obviously tell it's Luke. It's, you know, it's going to be quite hard for you not to be able to do that. And if they bring the skin to the game, I see no reason why they would have to give him a blaster. I think the lightsaber is perfectly fine. The lightsaber is Luke's primary weapon as he is a hero. They wouldn't need to give him a blaster and new abilities. They could stick to the lightsaber and the current abilities he actually has. Or they could actually give him his blue lightsaber, or Anakin's lightsaber, which was the lightsaber he had in his possession at the time in A New Hope when he wore this stormtrooper disguise, if this skin was to come to Battlefront 2 at some point, and I do hope to see it eventually. Next up is the Return of the Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker skin, which simply adds a hood and a cape to the current Luke Skywalker skin that is available in Battlefront 2. This obviously was shown at the start of Return of the Jedi when Luke went to Jabba's palace to try and get Han Solo and everyone back, and I think it's really cool. Obviously it's a bit sort of dark side Anakin type skin if you've actually seen that, but I still think it's quite cool. There is a brown version of this as well, so if you don't want to use the black hood and the black cape, which makes him look like a Darksider, then you can go ahead and use the brown one, which will give him a sort of more light side effect, maybe? I don't know. But I do really like this one. It obviously doesn't really change him that much. I wouldn't miss it if it didn't come to Battlefront 2 once skins and customization come to the game. However, the more skins that are in the game, the better for me. I really like the customization. The skins were something I was really excited for when Battlefront 2 was announced, that it was going to be all three eras. I thought like, oh my god, we're going to get so much customization, and we never did. So the more we get in the future, the better for me. And I don't know, I kind of like the effect that the cape and the hood actually do have. Obviously you can still tell it's Luke, and this is a mod, so Luke's head does actually stick through the hood at points. But I think it's a pretty iconic outfit, considering it was the first time we got to see Luke in Return of the Jedi after he had fought Darth Vader in The Empire Strikes Back, finished off his Jedi training, constructed his new lightsaber. However, I do think it is unlikely that this will be a skin at some point in the future of Battlefront 2. Next up is a skin we've actually seen in Battlefront by Ear and Dice before, and it is The Empire Strikes Back Hoth Luke Skywalker. If you do remember Battlefront 1, this was brought into the game via a community challenge. We had to complete so many hours or something like that, and we got Han Solo and Luke Skywalker's Hoth skins as rewards for doing this. I was pretty much like certain that this was going to return in Battlefront 2, however, we already know we barely got any hero skins at all, so it was a shame that they didn't sort of reuse the content from the first game, which was actually really quite good content. The fact that we got like specific skins for certain maps in Battlefront 1 was really impressive. I did like that quite a bit. So I thought we were going to get it again, obviously we didn't. However, this mod does a really good job at putting the skin into the game. And another reason I really like this skin is just because I like Anakin's lightsaber. I like it when Luke uses it, so you know, it's a good skin for me. Whether or not this one will be something that actually returns, I don't know. I thought it would have been here already, like I've said before. And whether or not skins at all is ever going to return, I can't tell you. I don't know anything about the skins. They say customization is something they're going to look into, so maybe we can hope that we will get hero skins at some point. And this is pretty high up on my list of skins that I want for Luke, if I'm honest with you. It's one of my favourite ones. So if we do get it at some point again, I'd be really happy. However, there is another skin in this video which I think is pretty much on par with this Hoth Empire Strikes Back Luke skin in terms of how much I actually want it to come to the game. Okay, so next up is a skin which I think pretty much everyone thought was going to be a customization option for Luke in Battlefront 2, and this is Star Wars The Force Awakens Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, which was seen at the end of The Force Awakens and occasionally throughout The Last Jedi. This mod does a reasonably good attempt at bringing the skin to the game, so if you have a PC and you can mess around with the mods, then I'd recommend doing this because it's quite a fun skin, but at the same time it's not really that accurate in my opinion. Some of the colours are off, but the Luke Skywalker Jedi Master skin was a skin that I really wanted in the game. After I watched The Force Awakens, and then when I seen it was going to return at the start of The Last Jedi, I was like, right, okay, that's going to be a customization option for Luke, and obviously it never was, but I feel like because Luke is made out to be so powerful once he becomes the Jedi Master, then we really should be given the option to use Luke from the sequel trilogy era in Battlefront 2, considering you can see on screen I'm fighting First Order stormtroopers as a modded Luke Skywalker. Why can't I have the Last Jedi or The Force Awakens Jedi Master Luke Skywalker to fight these First Order stormtroopers with? It would suit the era in my opinion, and it would make it sort of more canon for those people who really don't like Battlefront 2 for, the way like Luke Skywalker can fight droids and that kind of stuff. So to see sequel trilogy skins come to the game is something that I really want, as well as others from the other trilogies. Next up is an outfit which is just so far out there I don't think it will ever come to Battlefront 2, but it's the A New Hope ending ceremony Luke Skywalker outfit. I tried to make this like really cool by playing on Yavin and all that kind of stuff to make it sort of line up a bit better, but I think this is an outfit people would probably think like, no, this shouldn't come to the game because it's shown in the movies for like all of 2 minutes or something like that. And it's a good skin. Like, this mod does a really good job of the skin, but I just don't feel like it's a skin that's really necessary for Luke Skywalker. But I think because it's so different, then maybe we could actually see it in the game. I really did enjoy using this, I'm not going to lie. It was one of my favourite ones to actually use within the game because it looked so alike compared to the one that we actually get to see in the film. Although, like I said, we only get to see it for a short period of time, it's still a really fun skin to actually use. So again, if you have a PC and you can mess around with mods, definitely try this one out. It's really, really good. But like I said, this is a skin which I didn't really expect anyone to even mod into the game, never mind for EA and DICE to actually put it into the game, because it's just a skin that people kind of forget about. It's not really a sort of crucial one. It's not part of a really key part of the Star Wars story either. It's just a skin which is sort of there at the end as a sort of costume change. However, like I've said throughout this video, the more skins that come to Battlefront 2, the better in my opinion, so if we have to have this one, then fair enough, I'll take it, because it's still a customization option for the character. Okay, so this skin is the skin that I really, really want to see in Battlefront 2 at some point, and this is the Empire Strikes Back base spin Luke Skywalker skin, where he faces off against Darth Vader for the first time in the movies. He obviously gets his hand lopped off and loses his lightsaber, or Anakin's lightsaber, but honestly, when the Best Spin DLC came to Battlefront 1, I was praying that this was going to be a skin which came with that DLC. Obviously it never did, but you can imagine what the cinematic guys out there could do if Luke actually had this Empire Strikes Back base spin skin, and the Best Spin maps were in a Battlefront game. They could recreate that iconic duel from The Empire Strikes Back between Luke and Darth Vader, where Vader says, like, no, I am your father and all that. It's so cool, and I was hoping to see it. This mod does a pretty good job of actually getting this skin into the game. I don't really like how it's all white, however, in the film, it actually is all white or all cream or whatever colour you want to call it, so this mod actually is pretty accurate. And who knows, maybe with the rumoured leaked Best Spin DLC coming to Battlefront 2, we could get to see a Best Spin outfit for Luke as a hero skin at some point, and I'm hoping it happens. I don't know if it will, I'm not confirming anything, but it would be pretty sweet if EA and DICE do actually bring this skin into the game with the Best Spin maps, if they do actually arrive according to the leak. Okay, so this is the final skin of this video that I would like to see as a hero skin for Luke in Battlefront 2, and this is the A New Hope Farm Boy Luke Skywalker skin in mod form. It's pretty good, it's pretty accurate, it looks pretty decent from behind, it looks really, really accurate from behind. But I think this is a skin, again, that people probably won't be too bothered about if it never came to the game, because it's like, it's the skin where Luke really wasn't a Jedi yet, so it kind of wouldn't work with the Luke Skywalker we have in Battlefront 2. The character we have in Battlefront 2 is insane with the Force and a lightsaber, where the farm boy Luke we got to see in A New Hope really wasn't. You know, he was just getting introduced into a brand new world by Obi-Wan, and then obviously had to get trained by Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back, so he really didn't know too much about it, so the skin wouldn't really line up with the playable hero in the game. However, I still think it would be an insanely cool skin to see in Battlefront 2 at some point, because it's still a pretty iconic skin for Luke in the Star Wars universe. But that is all of the skins that I would like to see for Luke Skywalker come to Battlefront 2 at some point, whenever customization or hero skins actually arrives in the game. Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below which one of these skins are your favourite, and make sure to let me know which one you really want to see in the game. Make sure to smash a like on this video if you have enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance, be kept up to date with Battlefront 2 content, and see exclusive gameplay videos in the future. But other than that, may the Force be with you.